Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Aziza. I'm reading today for the sign of Leo for love and relationship for mid-March 2020. Leo, you are holding on someone. You want someone to come back to you. You want really a person to be around you, to be with you. You are holding on someone and you want to show your responsibility at this time. You want a new beginning with this relationship. You want your relationship to be renewed. You feel that you want success. You want to establish a great connection with someone from your past. You are waiting on that person. You want them to be with you, and you have been really trying to be showing the other person that they are welcome in your life. You have a lot of emotions, deep emotions that you are holding on. The other person is undecided back and forth about really showing responsibility toward you, because they feel they have done enough in the past for you. You feel really you are doing things alone on your own. You establish a lot of work situation. You have been working on work situation before in the past, and you accomplish a lot with money situation. It's really very good. But you are kind of back and forth at this time, that you want things to happen for yourself, to be really with this actual person. But you feel that there is so much concern, you are unhappy, misery, you are far away from this actual person that you want. This is that you want to renew the love. It's a renewal. The other person wants to renew the love with you too, but they feel that they did a lot toward you also, and they don't want to be doing much more, but they feel lonely. They want you to be around, but you are kind of no, I'm not. They're stepping away right now. In a way that they isolate themselves. They don't want to do much because they feel they did really a lot with you, and you haven't done much accordingly to them of what they want or desire with you. They wanted the change with you. They wanted some changes, great changes. And you feel you wanted the changes in your life, financially, everything. You were focused on yourself. But right now it feels to you that you want to accompany this person, and you want to be with them. You want really this relationship to be really more growing. Right now it's kind of you are waking up for the fact that you missed this person and you went away. You were just... You delayed everything. You put things on hold, and they want you back, and you want them back now. Now you want them back. Your person still have a good intention for you. There is a period of time coming it's really ending with a contract or something to do with your work right now, and you want to join your person. You want to be with them. You are doing an effort, more of an effort. You see the light that that why your person is not really talking to you. Even you try to establish a new connection, a new communications with that person, you are trying harder. You have been moody before in the past, that's why your person just pulled away. They still welcome you in their life, but in a way that they need to ignore you because they want to see the change on you. They want you to establish that connection more, because it feels like, it's about you, it's about your work, it's about what you need, but never really that you speak about that actual commitment or relationship with that person. I don't know if I'm making any sense here. Like, you want your person so badly, but you never say that you want to do something to change their relationship into something better. You might flirt a little bit, but you are focused on your own situation, your own being, your own living, your own work. It's kind of like they feel like, this is something that is about you. And you are too emotional right now. You feel like, that I wish I'd done something in the past, like, to be with that person, to be really more committed, to be more forthcoming. They wanted that from you. And now, you forget one thing, that you need, to speak, a few really beautiful words to that person. Of course you do, but not much, not many. You need to open up more. You feel like, oh my God, with the situation of what's going on around the world also here, many of you, that fear of death situation. God bless your hearts, and I hope nobody get in a bad situation at all. Excuse me. It's just you feel like, that you want something. You are trying to change your direction, because some of you are really far away, different states, different city, different country, and you want really just to cross abroad. You want to come to that person, and you feel like, how am I going to do it? But if you are in the United States and you are in a different state, you feel that you want to drive toward this person and you want to change your resident. You don't want to be in the same place that you are in at this time. You want to join that person, and you want to come to them. This person cannot really move from their place at this time. They feel like, they don't want to really be doing anything to you. You have to be the one who's doing the effort, all of it. You're a person trying to be with another person at this time. I'm not really getting actually it is going to happen. It's just they are fed up of waiting, and the situation has been put on hold between you two, and you feel like this is the right timing that you want to do that. So you are trying to do it, to do the impossible, to work with things. You will notice that your person is really trying to change direction about you, or isolate you, or trying at least to isolate their effort and their work from you. They don't want to really do it anymore. Even though that you see the light about opening a positive situation, but you feel your person that they haven't been really trying harder, and now you are kind of becoming, you want to be the one who's trying harder with things to make your person happy. You get emotional, you get really afraid a little bit that you're gonna lose them. Why they are not really around me, why they are not really speaking to me, why they are not really accomplishing anything that I wanted before. They spoiled me, they did an effort, they have been there for me, and all of that. And it's kind of you feel that you don't want to really do, they feel they don't want to do much, and you are kind of no, I want to try really to work really so hard to get this person to be with me again. If you don't really get a response from your person really very much, it's because they feel and they know that they did really a lot towards you, and they cannot really do anymore. You keep thinking about this person really very much. You want them. They are on your mind really very strong also. and you feel like, you know, the power of love at this time, but it's kind of like you want really to push harder toward this person, like, you know, you want to push it harder, you want to attract their attention to you again. It's like you feel like, you know, that you are losing them, no matter what you did, like, you know, you are doing at this time, you feel you are losing them. Well, you need to relax a little bit, because they are still protective over you, but they want you to spoil them a little bit. Like, you know, they want to be loved. They want to feel like, you know, that you are really doing something, because they have been disappointed in you and their effort towards you. And that's why, like, you know, it seems to be that they have been hurt, because they expected you to be really there for them, and you haven't been really doing much. You are seeking a relationship and marriage with your person at this time. This is the marriage card. And what made, like, you know, things complicated for you, because you wanted more money. You wanted to establish your work, which is not wrong, but you should have, like, you know, really made yourself known to that other person anyway. Your work or whatever you were working on, it did really, like, you know, come, like, you know, really very good. But right now, like, you know, there is a slowdown on your work, or it could be a situation changed a little bit here. So you feel like, you know, confused at this time, like, you know, in between two rocks. Why I haven't really, like, you know, married to this person, get married to them and work on my work in the same time? Shall I just, like, you know, go ahead and marry this person and be with them? This is the marriage card also, and reunite with them, because I feel like, you know, lonely away from them at this time, and I want to accomplish something. So you're kind of like, you know, back and forth. But your person is really, like, you know, the one who really want to either, like, you know, stay with you and listen to you anymore, or they can really just leave you alone and really go to another relationship. But you can't save the situation here, because I see you, like, you know, trying to really do much an effort, but in your approach it has to be changed. You cannot really just talk about yourself and your work and what you need help with and everything. You need, like, you know, to acknowledge this other person, like, you know, their feelings and emotions also, because they have been lonely, like, you know, sitting alone, like, you know, waiting for you the whole time, and you need to let them know how much you care for them. This is really, like, you know, will do it for you. And you need to let your intentions known, and as you speak up, like, you know, to tell them, like, you know, you want to be with them and you are more sincere about them. Because I see you protective over them, and the other person is protective over you too. You don't want any of you, like, you know, to be with other people. So I see that communications is going to be open and it will be positive. And I see a great connection between you two here is going to come to an end of a bad situation between you and your person, and it's going to be really balanced. You know, goals are going to be reached, and you will do your best to be with your person. It's okay if you work a little bit harder toward your person, you win at the end, because you love them. Your person have been really, like, you know, in chaos, upset, misery, unhappy, having anxiety over you. And now I get here that you are coming to a positive new beginning. So well done, dear Leo, and I see you, like, you know, joining the person that you want. Many of you, like, you know, across, like, you know, that, you know, different countries abroad, but it feels to me that you are going to join your partners. It could be a month, it could be, like, you know, delayed a little bit, but it's gonna work eventually. And I get here that you are undecided also to be working overseas, and some of you, like, you know, they are undecided even to work in a different state. You want to be around the loved one, and these issues are going to be resolved, like, you know, really soon. Like, you feel like, you know, you learned something that is not really something about work, all of it. I need to really manage my time to be, like, you know, with the loved one and work in the same time, and it doesn't have to be really, like, you know, so much greed, like, you know, to be away, or because at this time you and your partner feeling very lonely and you want to be around each other. This is really the time to be around each other. It's going to happen eventually anyway. I see you're reunited with the loved one and more committed in the relationship. Dear Leo, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and please, if you need a private reading, contact me on mysticalaziza.com. and there is a link below this video for donation. Please put your donations there, and I do appreciate that very much if you do. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.